The sky is as bright as it's going to be. You always find good use for things like that. The best kind. To get the ping dish to work, you need to line up the pong paddles for a proper match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping dish properly. No pings there, only pongs. 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 Pingety ping ping, you found a transmessage. You're here for a reason. It's up to you to figure out what that is. Hard to tell how deep down you are. That made it all worth it. Some nights have gorgeous sunsets. Out of Date says there'll be consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand. The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war. He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war. Regardless, Out of Date is grateful the tribe war is over. Out of Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough. You're the only one that's strong enough to face the last World Eater. The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give the world a chance to survive. Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end. Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet. He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the northwest. He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next. Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out of Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Don't let the day pass you by. It's a fine way to ride. The Bully-Bull glade is beautiful. Watch out for Jumble. Let's see.
Balani?
He'd heard about you blending your way into the world, but he'd feared you might stew in your own juices instead. Tells you to ask anyone and know that if they say yes, they're good, honest souls. He wonders what you're going to do now that you've grown so tough and strong. Will you feed the world or watch it starve? You smell fresh and ready, like the kind of person who values nutrition and how it gives you life. He tells you that you are what you drink. So if you want to be good, drink wholesome. Otherwise, the junk will hollow you out inside. Thinks life is full of all sorts of ingredients. It's up to you what to put into your blender and your body. And if you are what you drink, what happens to you when you choose different things? Agrees that it does, but then you change the world too, right? Wishes the world wasn't drying up and fading away. There's so little worth mixing now. Says he's impressed with how hard you've tried to make things decent and tasty again. Claims he's not thrilled about you working with the Jagni. They sold him some bad seeds once, and it left a bad taste in his mouth. Says bad seeds make for bad plants. Bad all the way down the line. Thinks you should get your convo cooking. He's curious if you've ever had soup tastier than life itself. If not, you've come to the right place. He's widely known for his jumble juice. His thoughts are like his juice, all jumbled up in his mind. Those who claim to know him even call him Jumble. Can you believe it? He needs more customers to claim that they know him. He promises to look after you if you look out for something for him. Says it's a bit of everything, but also something particular. Jumbo wants you to keep your eyes peeled for a band of color that brightens with the sun after it rains. He's on the hunt for a concentrate of that prismatic refraction of sunlight forming in tasty droplets of rain in the sky. Find the concentrate he's looking for where the color hits the ground. Bring it back, and he'll mix a jumble juice to share. Agrees with you entirely and would be thrilled to share such tastiness with the world. Pick up the pace race. You need to point its face in the right direction. The bright color arch is riding high. Follow it to the end. Don't forget the past. Learn from it. Bang, bang. Raid. You just line up the gears on that lock, and it should spring open. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's a colorful find. There's a lot more space down here than you would think. Jumble cannot thank you enough. Nothing is as great as a surprise after the rain. He thought he was ready to make you the jumble juice, but his supply of fill-up glasses has become a bottleneck. Without it, he has nothing to put the juice in. Get him a fill-up glass, and he'll start mixing the juice in the meantime. He'll have it ready for you when you come back. That kind of glass shouldn't be too hard to find. You should be able to find one drifting about on the surf. Says of course you do, but if you bring him the fill-up glass, you can take it with you too. Jumble's happy you're here. Hopes to see you again soon. Better get moving before the day passes you by. Jumble says that now he's got a fill-up glass, he's willing to part with a splash of his incredibly invigorating jumble juice. Jumble says he's got other interests than sunshine after rain. He's gathered quite a mix of curiosa over the years. The problem is, it's weighing him down now that he's shifted his focus to the sky. He'd be happy to part with some of it. He's been hauling around this stuff for too long anyways. Says it's whether the weather weathers well that worries him most. Wonders what you know about the Ark now that you've got it under control. Can't speak for everyone, but he sure does. Thinks if the world dies, there's nothing like an Ark to get you away from it. Gotta find fresh ingredients somewhere, right? Admires you for doing as much as you could to set things right for the world. Says he thinks there might be a seat still free on the Ark, and he knows just what he'd cook up for the trip.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark.
A conscious choice to be alone means you won't miss anyone.
The thing we're really missing here is someone with compassion. You just seem to have passion. For yourself.
The world would be a better place if we were left alone to handle it. Then we'd only have to talk to ourselves, and that's how you get the good answers.
Well, anyone in their right mind would agree you're better off on your own. Let's hope the Ark carries you all the way there.
Says it's your Ark, your seats. Blend them how you like. Jumble says seeing you always brightens his day. Says you'll meet again.